this morning, my friends, is no ordinary morning, because this morning, Danielle and I are going on a date. No ordinary date. The kids are up with her grandma up in Tahoe for this thing called Grandma's Camp. And the cool thing is that you have rudely invited yourself along and you want to join us on our little date. Well, I think it's rude, but it's okay. Hey, by the way, did you see, well, you can't really tell now, but does this look like Trashville behind us or what? It looks like the trailer trash. Like we have water bottles and an ice chest and this kid picnic table and an old ladder. I was using all that to prop up the air conditioner to try to get it into one of our windows. And I just left it because I was like, no trailer trash. Anyways, let's go have the most amazing date ever. I mean, not together, but me and my wife, and you can just all film it. I hope our kids don't watch this episode because we're in a spot that, for me and the children, especially me, is by far my favorite place in the entire world. And has been pretty much all my life. We are in Monterey, California, a place where Danielle and I lived for about 2 years when we were first married. And we told our kids we were gonna try to get here before we left the state, and we weren't able to, but
They weren't able to.
So children, if you're watching this, we didn't get to do much. We're just driving through on our way somewhere else. But we're gonna show you a little bit about Monterey and show you why it's the greatest, literally the greatest place in the entire world by far. No, you can't even argue with that. We used to come out, remember when we came here with Candy that one time?
With Candy?
Yeah, from, what's that town up there called? And I got the stuff that you put in the, what's that? My wife and I got married on the Pacific coast, and we drove down to Monterey where we were living at the time for part of our honeymoon. Just drove along the coast, and to do that again now is just beyond words. Well, this was the coolest trip ever. My wife and I, slept in the car, and we had an ocean view all night. We pulled off the road on Highway 1, like lots of people do, which is cool. And they just let you do that, and you just have oceanfront property, and it's cheaper than the millions of dollars it costs everywhere else. You know, if you're gonna buy a house on the ocean. Anyways, that was like magic. So, here is what made this morning so incredible. You get up out of bed of your home, and you wake up and you're like, oh, stretching, oh, not a bad view. If I kept walking, I would die right now. Oh, gosh, it's incredible. One of the reasons I love Monterey is that you drive 10 minutes out of town and you have this just raw, rugged, gorgeous coastline. This is Highway 1 on the way to Big Sur, and it is absolutely stunning. It's why we think every other state is ugly. I don't mean that. There's beauty in every state, but compared to this, it's just, there's no comparison. No comparison anywhere in the world. Look at this. So Highway 1 stretches from Southern California, about as far south as you can go, San Diego, all the way up through the northern border of the state. So it's a long ways, and it is, in some sections, the most beautiful drive you can take in the world. And you get to sections like this where you can just pull off the road, sleep for the night, and wake up with this. It's just incredible. Something you don't see every day. Actual. Sometimes, you know, you have trips and do things that you just can't put into words, and you might be watching this and thinking, you're crazy. It doesn't look like one of those trips to me. But it is. It is just the most, I mean, I love the coast. I always loved the West Coast, California coastline, but man, this trip is just unreal. We're in Costa Noa. We just had breakfast here. And we stayed here 13 years ago, Daniel and I, and made Erica. It's probably too much. You didn't need to know that, but point is, this is just has been the best trip ever. I come here and I think, man, I never want to leave. I would stay here forever. I want to come back and live here. It's just incredible. There's no other place like this in the world.
Because you've been everywhere.
And I don't need to go anywhere. You know this place doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. It's just too much. It makes me almost sad to be here. I just don't want to leave. We don't know where, we don't know what we're gonna do, but I couldn't be more excited. Sounds fake, but I couldn't be more excited. That's dumb.